What if healing isn't about fixing yourself and awakening isn't about becoming someone new? What if everything you've actually been searching for has been waiting for you right beneath the noise? Welcome to Awaken to You. These are unfiltered conversations between an oracle and a medium as we open the channel to explore consciousness, healing, intuition, and the nature of reality. We do not script these episodes. We simply listen to our guidance and trust that the message meant for you will find you. Hi, I'm Bethany, an oracle and intuitive business strategist.
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm a healing medium using pattern recognition to intuitively access and release inherited energetic programs.
Together, we've spent more than 2 decades helping entrepreneurs, visionary leaders, and individuals uncover these unseen patterns shaping their lives, health, relationships, business, and purpose through intuitive guidance, energetic healing, and channeled insight. The frequency is there. Just notice what shifts. Let's get started.
Today, we're going to talk about
nobody listening, being heard.
This week. I heard somebody was crying and I went over. I heard loud and clear, go over to her. And I'm like, okay. So I truck on over there and I'm like, oh, can I help you? And she's like, yes. And she explains to me the problem. And then she says, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to help this other soul. I don't know how to do anything. I need help.
And she's bawling her eyes out, by the way.
Bawling her eyes out. I need help. And I just don't know anything. I need help. Oh, I'm here. I'm happy to help.
Right over to you.
I was the only one there. And I'm like, I'm like, hey, I can, of course, I didn't sell anything. I just said, hey, I can probably help you see something energetically that you might not be able to see. I'm going to help you see things differently if you are open to it. That's all I said. And she's like, no, I think I'm going to just go the physical route and just try to figure it out that way. I'm like, okay, well, just curious. What do you think it is? Proceeds to tell me what she thinks it is. And I'm like, okay, well, if this thing comes back and it is not that
a sickness, it's a sickness,
please come see me because I'm happy to help you see it differently and energetically. And then I proceeded to tell her that her beautiful horse was super spiritual. And she did not like that.
What was going on? And she was so ready to relay the message, but there wasn't an opening. Obviously, they guided her over. They wanted her to communicate this. And
rejection. Yeah, total full rejection. Even though she's sitting there crying, needs help, needs support. And I was like, I'm right here. So sure enough, I'm like, just let me know how I can help you. Totally here for you. And I left. I gave her a hug and left. The next day, I get a text saying, I need to set some boundaries with you. And then she proceeds to tell me how she's done all this healing and she thinks that it's all these other things and that I just need to basically mind my own business. And
go ahead. You're not.
Go ahead.
And then on my end, last week, I had someone in my family that has been struggling for 2 years. It's apparently getting worse, the situation. And so obviously me, who has done healing I have worked with a ton, and Susan has worked with a ton of people, even with like the big C word, cancer, and other situations. It could just be a torn elbow or knee or whatever. but we've worked with these people and have seen improvement. We've seen healing. We've seen things and awakenings and awareness, which is what this is all about, open up. And I was met with absolutely not. And then they like got off the phone. So it's showing up. And I know that anyone listening, like you have your own story probably of someone completely invalidating you or not wanting to listen to anything that you're saying. And sure that we have our own audience that we can find. Like not everyone's going to love this podcast, this talk at all, right? But I also know that it's showing up for us for a reason to support healing with the world so that we are heard, that our voices are heard because we matter and you matter. If you're listening, anyone matters, but our voices get to be heard as long as we feel that it's truth and love.
Yeah. And the whole thing about that lady, I was like, she listed out all those reasons, anything that came out of her mouth that she was like, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. It was all fear, Bethany. All of it was fear. There was no love in any of the things that she listed. And I was just like, wow. And to me, I think that we are ultimately returning back to love. I mean, literally, you asked me last week why we do what we do. You literally asked me that. And it literally, I had to think about it. I'm like, why do I do what I do? I ask the question. I ask these questions to my guides. And then often Bethany will come back and I'll go into an energy and she'll be like, what question did you ask this week? Because I'm getting the answer back to me. But it was, why do we do what we do? And the answer was so obvious after this because she listed all these fears. There wasn't, oh my God, because I love it here and it's amazing. Nobody knows what it feels like to have that much beautiful things coming through. But what if you could switch all of it and be in the positive vibration and be excited about your life and be excited about your career and be excited to wake up every day and go to your job that you ultimately just love and be excited about all the people that come in? Totally different vibration. And I'm like, why do we do what we do? Why do you and I do what we do? And it's because we literally are trying to change the world and moving from a fear base because it's not truth. I mean, it doesn't have to be truth, right? We're not here to say you can stay in the fear. You can 100%. And you can stay in the struggle. You can. But I can tell you where I'm sitting, I not going back there because this is so magical. It makes my mouth drop to the floor whenever miracles happen. And I'm like, of course they happened. Right. And then it's not being egotistical. It's not being like, I have it, everything. It is, I am solely talking about my soul. Like everything is possible when you're this open, when you're this awake.
We have witnessed, so we already know this is truth, how situations can change overnight. They can change in an instant because of the work that we're doing. So your external world shifts, which I'm sure that's nothing new. You've heard of doing the inner work and then external world shifts. However, the inner work isn't always, oh, we need to get to the bottom of this. It's, we need to get to the bottom of where this came from. And it may have nothing to do with us. So for my family member, it's like, let's look at the past life. Let's see what's there. For Susan, let's look at maybe what's showing up for her. What's the reflection for her? Because it's like, where are we not trusting somebody anywhere? Because we're automatically rejecting what they're saying, especially if they're saying, oh, the doctors know what to do. Well, if you've been working with the doctors for almost 3 years now, and you're still struggling, it might be time to look at the energetics and the emotions and the fears that are literally stuck and trapped in your body to release them.
I had a client who has been with the doctor for 7 years. And she's like, this is the last protocol. This is the last one. I'm like, okay. this is the last one, huh? Did you say that 3 years ago too? And she's like, "What do you mean?" I go, "Well, it's a pattern because you haven't healed. You're at a healing center. You haven't healed. Why don't you look at the energies of why you're being stuck and then see if you need that anymore?" And she was all, "I'm not here to give medical advice, and neither is Bethany, but if it hasn't worked for you or you're feeling stuck, look at a different way. Open your eyes and see things differently. Be like, what else can I do?" And I promise you, your guides, if you ask them, they 100% will drop somebody in your lap. And you have to take action. You have to decide that you want to go into that and see what it's about. We can't do it for you. You have to take a different action.
And a lot of people are programmed. We're very much programmed to be like, we need to talk to the expert. We need to talk to the professionals in order to shift our experience. So there's something about that too. But I think we should just get into it so everyone can have some healing on being heard. What do you think?
Yeah, we can totally do that. Oh my God, they have an opinion too.
Yeah,
Like, yes, let's do it. Let's heal all of this energy.
Okay, hold on. Elliot. Stop it.
He has. So, yeah, do you want to go into full blown healing?
Like 15 minutes of full blown healing. Yeah.
All right. If you have never done a healing session with me or Bethany, just know that welcome. You're in for a little treat. If you don't feel energy leave off of you, don't worry about it. It's working. It's totally working. You might have blocked yourself from understanding it, hearing it, feeling it, because some of us have been told that our feelings don't matter. So we shut them off because why would we have them?
Yeah.
So just know that if you don't feel it, it's okay. If you go unconscious, it's okay. It's all okay. Just allow your body, your soul already knows that you're going to join this. So just allow yourself to relax. And we'll just start saying statements, and you'll just allow your body to release whatever fear that you're holding on to, really, is what I want to say. All right. So let's go into your heart space. Oh, do you want to set an intention? Right.
I would love that everyone that wants this healing gets it, including us.
All right. So let's go into our heart space. And we're just going to do a quick connection. We're just going to allow the beautiful light from above to run all the way through the center of us vertically. And we're going to allow the light to push down into Mother Earth. And we're going to allow Mother Earth's energy to come up and connect to the high heavens. Just visualize that. And let's allow a fire hose of light, an eighth ray of light, beam of light, however you imagine, a light of love is what I call it, blasting your body to let go of the energies. And we're going to call on all the angels and guides of the highest truth to support all of you. All right. So we're going to clear and transmute.
It's coming up to share.
Go.
If you are not triggered when you are rejected or someone doesn't want to listen to you or hear you or value you, if you're not triggered, then you're like good. If you are triggered in any way, then there's healing to do. Like that's just an easy barometer to know if there's something to move.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do another episode on all of that so that everybody understands.
And I'm yawning because I'm moving the energy. Let's go.
So allow your release to be whatever it needs to be. Don't question it. Don't judge it. Just let it go. So let's clear and transmute any and all energies where you're not heard or nobody can hear you. Let's clear and transmute all of that. Let's go back to when you're a child and your little child self, either 3, 4, 5, is your parents are ignoring you or they can't hear you or they don't want to hear you, and you made it that nobody can hear you in that moment. And then nobody can hear you moving forward. Can you clear and transmute any and all of those emotions? Cut all cords, ties, all attachments. Let's clear and transmute anywhere where your voice nobody can hear, and your ears, they can't hear you. You can't hear them. Let's release all of that. Cut all cords, ties, all attachments. And anywhere where there's confusion around this, like I'm feeling a lot of confusion, like what are we clearing? We're clearing the fear that we held that there was something wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you because you're perfect. You just chose to align with this because somebody made you feel bad about who you were in that moment when you had something beautiful to say. But they couldn't hear you and they didn't want to hear you because you were speaking truth. You're too little to understand that they just shut you down before you could even give them the light. So can you clear and transmute any and all energies around not feeling heard, seen, valued, or important enough to be taken seriously? Let's clear and transmute all of those energies, cut all cords, ties, all attachments. Feeling a lot of heart energy with that. So anywhere where it broke your heart or you felt like you didn't matter to them around what you said, or they couldn't hear you, let's clear and transmute all of that. And let's clear anywhere in any past life where you couldn't hear your child or your children.
That one, everywhere it's the other way around too. Yeah. Where we're not listening. We're not willing to value the person in front of us or see their gifts.
Okay, a lot of grandparents are coming in.
Come on over.
Anywhere where your grandparents, it's almost like you should go off and play and don't bother the grown-ups. That's what I'm feeling. So anywhere where you had a problem or you had solutions or you knew how to fix things or you knew how to do something that they didn't and they couldn't hear you because you could not fix anything for them. Oh my God, please clear and transmute all those emotions, cut all cords, ties, all attachments. Anywhere where you're told you're too little, you don't know anything, you're not going to know anything, you don't matter in this moment as a little 3, 4, 5-year-old, let's clear and transmute all of those feelings, cut all cords, ties, all attachments.
I will say I feel like there's a shift as far as parenting goes. I think it's this next generation that's coming up. They're going to own their voice more because there's so much recognition of this from before.
For sure.
That's cool.
I got this tonight with my daughter. She's like, I need you to be my mom. And I'm like, I am your mom. I'm telling you the truth. You need to let go of those emotions. So where it's like I had to take a different action for her to hear me, right? So anywhere where your parents took an action where they ignored you, they walked away from you, you started crying, you started doing whatever that was upsetting you, and they walked away from you, and you chose to feel that you weren't important to them or your voice wasn't important to them, clear and transmute all of those energies, cut all cords, ties, all attachment. That one feels heavy. Clear and transmute.
And if you're a parent listening right now and recognizing the programming, just, sending you a
you
lot of
can
love.
clear it.
Yeah, clearing it.
As quickly as you created it, you can uncreate it. So anywhere where it's stuck and you can't change things, oh my God, that's one of my favorite ones. Because a lot of people tell me, well, I can't change it. Well, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You created it. So anywhere where you can't change things, you can't change what's happened, you can't change anything. Yes, you can. Clear and transmute. You take the actions to change it, it will change. Cut all cords, ties, all attachments to you're too little, you can't change anything, you don't matter. Let's release that one again. Cut all cords, ties, all attachments. Okay, I see a lot of little kids where they're crying, and it's like, I just see a lot of people wiping their tears with their sleeves. Lot funny, all these little kids. So anywhere where and it's funny, some of you are on bicycles. So if that resonates with you, there's something about being on a bike, not knowing how to do it. There's something that happened and nobody heard you. Nobody cared whether you skinned your knee or you tripped. Nobody cared. Nobody cuddled you and loved you, or they ignored you, or they pushed you to the side. Let's clear and transmute all those emotional feelings. Cut all cords, ties, all attachments. Oh my God, if you think about being a little kid and you're like, oh my God, I just had this happen, and your parents say, I can't be bothered with you.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts. I get it. But we're choosing that energy. We can clear it. We can go back and change the energies about how we felt in that moment because our body remembers it. And every time that we have an incident happen, we revert back to that incident of I'm not safe. And you're always been safe. So can you clear and transmute any and all energies where you're not safe or that you, oh my God, that just feels heavy in the heart. Anywhere where you don't feel safe at all in that moment, or you were taught that the world's not safe, that's clear and transmute any and all of those energies.
Getting people that want to speak up, but they're already assuming the rejection. So then they don't bother.
Which then go back to your childhood, right? Where did you feel rejected around? Like that's where I
same result from that, experience.
from that, if that triggered you, whoever's listening. So you can change everything, clear and transmute anywhere where you feel rejected before you even try.
You knew it was going to be rejected before I tried. I mean, obviously you didn't because you were guided to walk over to your situation. But in mine, I'm sure, I'm 100% confident there is a chunk of me that felt like he was not open when I shared.
But I will say this. Every time that you try, you are still planting your seeds.
True.
I planted seeds with her. I had to see a lot of things before I saw the bigger picture today. The bigger picture is she chose those feelings. She chose to react to that. I just planted seeds for her. Whether she lets them grow or not, that's totally up to her. But I'm not holding the emotional response. I'm going to sit here and be excited for her to grow and maybe elevate to the next level. But I'm not going to hold that it's my responsibility for how she felt. That's what I want to say.
You're welcome. Yeah. Well, and to me, it is a reflection. Did you get my video? I screenshot your video back to you. So,
oh, yeah.
I was talking about the reflection and what's there for us to see within ourselves around what's going on in the external world. So there's two ways about going about, well, there's more than two ways, but two main ways is the reflecting and then also finding the root, whether it's in the current lifetime or past. So it's like, what are they reflecting? Where am I not willing to do something that would be beneficial for me? Because maybe I have a hip problem and I'm working on all these other people and not willing to focus on me, even though I know I could heal it once I give it some priority.
Yeah, but often we don't. We don't give ourselves priority as healers, right? So
And
can we,
mothers.
yeah, all you moms out there, that's clear and transmute anywhere where we don't give ourselves enough time to go within us.
Oh my God. And we're getting rejected every day by our kids. I'm not listening.
Oh my God, they just love us.
Toddler life here, 2-year-old.
Yeah, and I have teenagers, so I'm getting the verbal rejection. Mom, you need to be my mom right now, not the energy healer.
Yeah.
I wish that my mom knew what I know, because it would have shifted everything. And now I get to just shift it because I'm older and I get to shift it with my kids. Right? So how lucky are they?
And
So
we can rewrite the story. So with the family member, I could, if I wanted, I could practice with Susan, pretend they were the family member and go into it and see what came through that and see how that allowed some shifts to happen. Maybe I get a phone call. Maybe the next time I bring it up, it's a little softer. It lands better. Like we were talking about the seeds.
I think that it's important to talk about the feelings though, right? Because if the feelings aren't in the vibrational match for what you're thinking or talking about.
What about believing that they're open? So they are.
I believe everybody. I believe that girl was open. I mean, they told me to go over there.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, okay. But then as soon as I got over there, she was like, no.
But then she did shift.
Oh, and then I found out that she wanted to go into holistic medicine. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, okay, wait a second. She wants to be holistic, but she's not willing to look energetically at stuff. I'm like, okay, she's like working on it. She'll get there.
That's a huge step.
Oh my God, are you still with us? Hello?
Yeah. Can you not hear me?
Bethany did a little freeze.
Oh, it froze a little bit.
Or I froze. We'll see.
I don't know who's being recorded right now.
Oh my God. Clear and transmute anywhere where we can't. Our energy is too big for this platform.
My computer is still moving.
Anywhere where we're too big or we shine too bright for all of this. Let's clear and transmute all of that. Cut off its ties, all attachment.
Shifting the experience from
anywhere where we can't see the truth or hear the truth.
Healing of the trauma from being a child. We had the healing from it being the other way around, us being the ones that weren't listening. We have the planting seeds. And then we also have the last one, which is believing that there is a change, believing that the people that are out there do value you, that do value your opinions and your thoughts and the gifts that you have to offer the world, and that the perfect people for you that are ready will show up, and the ones that aren't ready will shift over time. I've seen this with even my friends. Like a decade ago, they're like, Bethany. And now I would say all my close friends are like, oh, I got this download. Oh, I got this intuitive hit. Oh, this came through. And it's just like magical, because a decade ago, the same people that are my friends now from before were not talking like this. So by me owning my truth and staying with me, the world around me has shifted, and it's beautiful. And now for my family. Love them so much. All right. Until the next one.